Good morning. On this festive morning, I am doing this, which I know looks, who understands this? I am finally ordering photos to be printed from our wedding. Yes, I am. And then also we have a gallery wall over here, which I'll show you. Actually, this is what the living room looks like now. I don't think I've actually done a little pan, complete with a cutie. We moved the couch back to make this room bigger. And then over here is now the TV and the Christmas tree and a very patient son. Anyways, what I was gonna show you is we have this gallery wall here and the photos are from 2017. So I would like to update them. So we're gonna keep it black and white, but do a mixture of our wedding and then also the three of us together with me and the unicorn and Thomas. But I really wanna do a wedding album also. So I'm currently uploading photos to London Drugs to get them printed. I got this out to remind me to finish wrapping the husband's gifts because he's away today, he's working. And then I also have a certain someone's 12-year-old's gifts to finish too, but we can't do those at the moment. So I am over here by the light of the beautiful Christmas tree, which I just have on every waking moment of every hour. I'm doing this. Getting those photos. Hi, hello, how are you? This is gonna be the last vlog in this Vlogmas series 2023, the 12th year. Thanks for hanging out with me this month. I don't know if it'll be the last video of the season, or of the, I don't know if it'll be the last video of the year, but the last Vlogmas video. Last night we went and looked at Christmas lights because that was it's something that we do every year as like a tradition as a family, drive around or walk around. And then also it was a real marathoner request to see. So I'm going to show you that footage here while Thomas and I do a little driving. just saw Santa walking down an alley. It's very exciting. It's been a couple days now since I have actually done like a little follow us around vlog. Been working lots, and now I'm officially off until I think the next time I see clients is the 3rd of January, so that feels really good. I had thought about working next week, but I just needed the week off, so. Can't believe we're already 1 week down of Thomas's Christmas vacation. Like, suddenly it seems like it's going so quickly because he's back to school on the 2nd. But I still have like client work for my media business, but not going into the office to do any therapy until the new year. It's just wild. That's like 6 months down being a therapist, or 7? 6 months down. It's wild. No, we're not going to Naramata, bud. I know you want to. It just gets you a bit too riled up, my dude. One of the days that I worked this week, I think I told you because Thomas was unwell last week, I had to cancel a tattoo appointment, but I was able to reschedule it for Monday. I was by myself, so I didn't film anything, and it was the spiciest tattoo I've ever had. Wowzas. But I will show you a couple photos. I got it done by Kirk at Urge 3, and he has done the majority of my tattoos, but usually like I come to him with an idea, I show him a bunch of different images, and then he just draws something up for me. But this one is an actual like piece of his art. He has a drawing page on Instagram with like, I think hundreds of tattoo options. And I subsequently have a folder in my phone of pictures that I would like, tattoos that I would like of his. And this one I had been coming back to and back to for, I don't know, 6 months or a year now, maybe even. So I am thrilled with it. I'm so happy. It was, like I said, it was very spicy, but definitely worth it. I think it's so beautiful. And I love the placement on the back of my arm. It's so funny. This past summer, I got a photo taken of me and Thomas from behind walking. I was like, oh, the backs of my arms are so, like my triceps are so bare. It was so funny. That's really kind of it, honestly. We've just been working and busily preparing for Christmas. Like I said, the husband's still working up until Christmas Eve, so it's me and Thomas today, which is nice. It's 11 o'clock. We're out for a little drive, as you can tell. Someone's very excited in the back seat. And I have a box full and a bag full of books to donate. Thomas, do you want to pull over and go for a walk? No? No walk? We'll go later. Anyways, yeah, I have a box and a bag of books to donate. So there's a little thrift store. Ew, why do people spit? Ugh, I never understand. Like, oh, that's so gross. Oh my God, so gross. I'm gonna see if there's a little thrift store on Main Street that benefits the local Women in Need Society. I'm gonna see if they're taking donations today. Often they have a sign saying they're not, or they're not taking clothes, so we'll see. This is just books today. But I got inspired last night to start thinking about how we're gonna renovate the office. And I wanted to get rid of a bunch of books. I'm really not a rereader, honestly. Like, very rarely have I ever reread a book. I could count on one hand, and they're probably all nonfiction self-improvement. And then most of those, like all of those I would keep, and or I have them on audiobook form as well. But I totally respect people who have like beautiful curated libraries of books that they've collected over the years. Yeah, we'll turn right, sure bud. It's just not my thing. And like I said, I think I've said this during Vlogmas, I'm thinking about redoing my office and making it more of like an office slash guest room, wanting to clean up some space. And I also have some ideas for some of the bookshelves instead of just holding books that I'll never read again. That's a long way of saying I'm hoping that they are open and we can donate those books today. But other than that, oh, I feel like I kind of just like teased you in saying that I was printing wedding photos. I printed about 220, I think, for a photo album and for that gallery wall like I told you, but I thought it would be nice to maybe show you some wedding photos instead of just saying like I'm printing them and then being a tease. So here's some wedding photos that you probably have not seen. It was so fun and like such an uplifting morning to go through these photos. We have hundreds, like probably 500 or 600 photos. One of my girlfriends is a professional photographer and she was at our wedding and unbeknownst to us offered to shoot the wedding as like her gift to us. And the photos are just so gorgeous. It was so beautiful to like relive the time, and she captured our smiles and our energy perfectly. And it just made me happy to relive those really magical days. And I also am happy to have ordered some to print for a photo album and also for our wall. It's only like, what is it, September, October, November, December. 4 months later. Oh yeah, 4 months tomorrow. It's our 4-month wedding anniversary. That's not bad. That's not bad. Some errands today, but being December 22nd, I'm pretty sure that's a no. Like it's nothing that's necessary, crucial. Where do we donate? Where do we donate? Where do I donate? Here? Here? Donations Monday to Saturday. Sorry, we cannot accept furniture, major appliances, televisions. Let's see, do we just buzz in? Let's find out, Thomas. Oh, that's gonna hit the... I didn't want to film because she came out. But yeah, easy peasy. It's now much later. It's actually 5:30 at night. So I'm gonna make this a 2-day vlog for today and tomorrow. We just went home, honestly, after dropping off those books. We had lunch, Thomas played, I wrapped some gifts, which obviously I can't vlog. I talked to one of my best friends for 2 hours on the phone. We hadn't talked in far too long. Thank you. Kate, can you go to the bathroom, please? Mm-hmm. Yep. First walk, then car ride. Yeah. Bathroom always makes me think of this time. I was in New York in Macy's, and I asked someone who worked there where the bathroom was, and they looked at me like I was such a weirdo. Do you say bathroom, washroom, restroom, ladies' room? I start saying, and now I say restroom when I'm out. I feel like that's maybe more widely said. Anyway, and then after I talked to my friend, we went out for a bit, came back, we avoided all shopping, all stores today. And then I worked out. I did a 30-minute upper body that was like all Christmas music, which was fun. Thomas went on his bike for 20 minutes without protest. I was very proud of him. We had dinner. Now we're gonna go for a walk. And then if he's good, we'll go for a car ride. But I thought I would show you, I got some reflective stuff. I ended up getting it from Amazon. I didn't realize that this is what these are. Are you ready for this? They're snap bracelets. They're snaps. Hey, you wanna put on your shoes? Yeah. Okay, good job, bud. And they lash, or they can just be like, ah! So fun. And they're USB, so you can charge them. So 2 of these, which probably would have sufficed. Right, you can get your shoes, bud. And then I also got 2 armbands that are reflecting. And then this is like a sash, a sachet that I think I'm gonna put on Thomas over his coat that flashes or is like this. And it's got 2 sides. I just feel like we have dark jackets. We have, I feel like minimal street lights. This is such an old lady thing to say, but I feel like headlights are so much brighter these days. And I've just, as a driver, seen like far too many close calls. So Thomas is gonna wear this. I am for sure gonna slap bracelet it up. It's just fun. Anyway, you need your second. Can you put this one on too, please? Good job. But we've had a nice day. It's been a good day today. Everyone's healthy, everyone's safe. That's all we can ask for. Okay. I'm way too excited about these. We're gonna go out for a little bit. Like I said, if I don't see you again tonight, I will see you in the morning, because this is obviously, this will not suffice. You ready? First walk, then car ride, okay? Good morning. It's now Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve. I'm hoping to actually edit this and get this up tonight. Yeah, you can go up to your room and play for a bit, bud. You did good. Thank you for your help this morning. We've already been out and back. It's 10:30. I avoided all shopping and all stores yesterday, but I needed to get a few things today. So we went like right basically as stores opened. We needed to go to Winners and London Drugs and IGA, and we did all of that, and we're back already. And it was so icy this morning. My entire vehicle was encased in ice, and I had a hard time opening the 2 front doors. And it had probably been running for already like 10 minutes before we got out there. The back door wouldn't open until we had like come out of HomeSense. It was so wild. So I thought I'd show you what we got. At IGA, I got a box of mandarins. Like, we've had multiple sacks of them over the holiday season, but there's just something so nostalgic to me about it coming in a box. I can't tell you what it is. Also, growing up, like, mandarins, we only got them at Christmas. We'd always get one from Santa. This was like, this is such a nostalgic taste to me. So we went in for bananas, and instead I was like, let's get something festive. Also from IGA, we got fresh bread. I don't know for what, probably just for the side of a plate. Thomas got a fritter already consumed, and I saw a hilarious comment where I was talking about those like spicy ketchup chips that I showed you a few days ago, when someone was like, not Old Dutch, I thought you were Canadian. Like, we're still an Old Dutch family, don't worry. And like, is Ruffles Canadian? No, I don't think it is. These are Ruffles Canada. These are Thomas's favorite chip, if anyone was wondering. So that's what we got at IGA. And then I was so impressed. So it was less than 24 hours, and I got an email saying that my London Drugs photos were ready. That's so impressive. It is December 23rd. The website said up to 7 business days, and I was like, yeah, no problem. Floored with the service, like so impressed. So I will have already opened these yesterday and shown you some. I'm so excited. I got over 200 photos printed for our gallery wall, and then also for a photo album for a wedding, like I said yesterday. London Drugs Photo Lab is 100% my go-to. Yeah, placed December 22nd at 9:45, picked up December 23rd, 9:45. So impressed. Anyway, so I got those photos. So then before that, when we went to HomeSense, I an album. I just got a very like simple one. It's kind of like a linen material. I wasn't even too fussed to get one that was like wedding specific, but I thought it would, you know, sit somewhere nicely. It was only $12 and it fits 300 4x6s. So it's just like, how to show you this, like that. They did have a much larger one that had both horizontal and vertical, but I don't really want like a huge book. Like, where's that gonna go? I just wanted something simple for us to flip through, or if people want to see our wedding photos, easy. So I think what I'll just do is like some I'll make sure are horizontal, and then the next I'll make sure they're all vertical, so you just have to flip it. I was very impressed at this price, $12. So you want something so you're like, that was that easy? Amazing. And then what else did I get at Winners? Somehow yesterday we were out of both salt and pepper, like that I put in the grinders. And so I went to get both, and honestly, they only had like huge jugs of pepper and salt, and I just could not be bothered. So I just got a little duo to tide me over until I feel like sourcing out a better price for these. But I needed salt and pepper. Like when I made dinner last night, I was like, this is, I need the simple spices. I did get Thomas a watercolor set because he has been doing watercolors apparently in some of his appointments and liking it. So like, I'll be the judge of that if he'll do it at home with me. But this was $8, little set. And then I found this tear off paper palette, 50 papers suitable for watercolor. Like, it's weird that it has the hole in it, but I guess it's supposed to be like a painting palette. But I just thought, oh wait, sorry, 36 sheets, and this was $4. So he can just like paint and then, you know, rip it off. And then the present, is that all things to show you? Yeah. So I'm gonna finish, well, I'm gonna reheat my coffee, get the little last bit in the maker. Today is the husband's last day of work before Christmas. He doesn't work tomorrow. That's exciting. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then honestly, before I know it, I'll be making lunch because we're meeting them at noon. So probably the next footage I'll show you will be us walking. I'm gonna miss having this little Christmas tree. Oh, it's so nice. Although honestly, yesterday I was like, I'm kind of already ready to take it down. The unicorn was like, can you at least wait till the 25th? It's like, yes, sure, fine. And I will, obviously. I'll probably start taking it down though. Like, he goes back to work on the 27th. I'll probably start like purging our storage room and then wrap this stuff up. Speaking of wrapping up, I thought I would wrap up this video, and also that means wrapping up Vlogmas before it gets dark, and which happens at like 3 o'clock these days. I wanted to say thanks for hanging out this month. Thanks for enjoying these vlogs. I love daily vlogging so much. If I could just do this, I would absolutely do it. Just like bring you along as we tootle around our days. It's been so fun interacting with you and chatting and like checking in every single day. I just love it so much. It makes me want to pick like another month in the year to do this when it's not December and we can like go out and do things. I'm sure you can hear Thomas happily playing. But before we go, I wanted to sort of end on something that's been on my mind a lot this month and share it with you in case you also need to hear this, or maybe you'll need to hear this next year at some point, or maybe this will end up being like your entire vibe for 2024. something that has been really on my mind and like a real mantra, especially this month. I already pretty much live by this, but this month I was going in really hard, was like, why do we continue to do things that we don't enjoy? Like, for example, I was thinking about a lot of people who were complaining about like Christmas traditions that no longer serve them, or they find stressful, or like they despise the cooking, and like you sit down for 5 minutes and then you clean and then it's over, but you've cooked all day and you've spent hundreds of dollars. Like, I just want to give you permission that like, if traditions are no longer serving you, it's okay to tap out or change them. This tag is gonna bug me. Let's just tuck her in. There we go. Like, for example, you know, he's so happy. If you've been a marathoner for a really long time, you will know that initially, for the first few years of Thomas's life, Jared and I tried so hard to have like a typical Christmas, a Christmas that we had growing up, with like Santa and stockings and presents and carols and like all the stuff. And Thomas just never was into it, never took to it. It was so like unenjoyable for him. Like, everyone staring at him and like crowding around him and being like, open presents, like guess what it is, and like everyone means well. But he just got like nothing from it. And then it ended up being, you know, also then super upsetting for Jared and I, because, you know, it was another thing that was upsetting to him. And also we realized like we weren't going to be able to have the Christmases that we had growing up. Once we accepted it, we decided like no longer doing this. So on Jared's last Christmas, like this is in Vlogmas, you can go back in the archives. We barely did presents. We went up to the local ski hill and spent a night there, maybe even 2. And like, it was so good. It was chill. I think we maybe did our stockings. I think he maybe made lasagna when we came home. Like, we just did what felt good for us, and it was such a shift. And then, you know, devastatingly, that was his last Christmas with us. So obviously Christmas of 2017 looked nothing like anything had ever looked for us. You really held me up, you marathoner community, as I had no family here. My niece did come. That was really nice. But anyway, all I'm trying to say is like, if something is upsetting you or not serving you, it's okay to shift. It's okay to make new traditions. It's also okay to like tap out of stuff. Like, heading into this holiday season, I was just like at capacity, tapped, like not into it. Like, we talked about like, are we even gonna decorate? Are we even gonna decorate outside? Like, what do we wanna do for Christmas this year? And while I'm glad that I did decorate inside because it's so pretty, I did like very minimal, and it's still magical and wonderful. But I said to one of my best friends early on, like, I just can't get into the Christmas spirit. And she was like, who cares? Like, so don't. And that permission was so helpful. So like, if you need that permission, you don't have to do anything that doesn't serve you, or if it's upsetting. Like, if you don't like to open presents in front of people, or you don't like to exchange presents, or you don't like to be forced to like eat the ham and the turkey, like, you're allowed to change things up. It's okay to change. It's okay to adapt. I would hope that your loved ones would much rather you be happy and enjoying the holiday season than be like forced to do something. Now, I know that that is not the case for everybody. I'm well aware, but to me, this is like a real shift in thinking. Like, you could do gifts over a few days if it's too overwhelming to do it all at once. We just sort of do presents like throughout the day, and super chill. Like appies on Christmas Eve. Those appies are usually still eaten on Christmas Day. Our Christmas Day dinner is very chill because he has a turkey and I do not. We're just like, I'm so grateful, and I said this like in an earlier video, like what's your tradition? Just doing whatever feels good. And like our capacity this year is so spent between a year now of seizures and like it's only been 4 months since we lost my mom, and I've started a new job and we've just had a lot going on. It's okay to like scale it back. I just want to give you permission. And some of you may be like, yeah, obviously, no shit. But I know a lot of people need to hear this. Like, to take sort of like a larger lens back and think like, what do we like? What do we not like? Like, what feels good? For example, this year, my extended family, instead of, you know, me buying for like, I don't know, what is there, like 9 adults? We did a gift exchange via the website Elfster. Definitely check it out if this sounds interesting to you. So you like all put your name in. The website anonymously assigns you someone in the gift exchange. So no one knows who anyone has, not even the person who's hosting it. And then also on the website, you can leave a wish list, and you can't see if anyone's bought gifts for you, but the other people in the exchange can go and see. So if someone's bought something, you can click like already purchased. So it's wonderful. So I only bought for 1 adult in my family, minus the husband. And then I bought for my 2 nieces and my nephew, obviously. And it was like, I loved it. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the family thinks yet because we haven't sort of done a debrief, but you know, I spent a little bit more on this one person than I probably would have, but I spent hundreds of dollars less than I would have normally. And it was like such less stress. It was fun. I know for sure that person is getting exactly what they want for Christmas because I went off their wish list. And, you know, I think we talked about it at the end of last Christmas, and then in the summer, we sort of started talking about it again. One, it's just like, none of us need anything. We're all very blessed. 2, we're all like on the less consumption side. 3, like who doesn't want to save money? So it's just like, it's been so wonderful, and I wanted to mention that because anyone I've mentioned it to who has like a larger family or a larger gift list was like, whoa, what's that? Can you please share it? So yeah, it's called Elfster. And like, I'm looking at our Christmas tree, which has a bounty of gifts, but a fraction of what it would normally have. And it's okay, like it feels good. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense, but it's been definitely something that's been on my mind a lot this month. And also you've probably noticed if you've watched this series of Vlogmas this year that like, I didn't really do anything Christmassy this year, and that's okay. Like we looked at some lights, we've been watching some movies, we did some wrapping. You know, we're all just doing our best. There's a reason why you do you is a mantra in the marathon, and taking that pressure and that like obligation off really helped. Like it really just made things so much easier. I mean, maybe you're not grieving like my entire family is, but we've all been through stuff, you know, and it's nice to just kind of evaluate, like, what did we like? What did we not like? And I hope that you have people in your life who will hear you and respect you and want you to have a good time, whatever that may look like. Like lots of us get super overstimulated, or it's too loud, or it's too much pressure. That's not what the holidays are about. That's not what the season is about. It's about whatever it is for you, you know? So that's sort of been a real like underlying theme for my December, and it's been so helpful. It's just taken any like guilt or anything completely off my plate. And people don't have to agree with you. People don't have to want to do the same thing. and that's okay. You do you, right? That's what we always say here in the marathon. So with that, I hope that maybe that gives you permission to think of something in the new year that you can let go of, or isn't serving you, or you want to just not do anymore. I really appreciate those of you who have hung out and watched Vlogmas this year, and also anyone who's watched any of my videos this year or interacted with any of my content on Instagram or Facebook. I hope you know how much I appreciate you. The marathon is like so near and dear to my heart, and I fiercely protect and I'm like so loyal and loving to all of you. And I look forward to carrying that on in 2024. But with that, life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You can do anything for 10 minutes. Remember that. And then you can do another 10. And then another 10, especially as we head into this, who knows what we're doing for the holidays.